Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in again on behalf of Physio. My name's Nanci. I'm going to be taking you through a short yoga sequence to awaken creativity. I feel like with a lot of us working from home, it gives us a very different feeling within ourselves of our energy, and we can become quite complacent and dull. Or we can take it the other way and find inspiration. And if that's someone that's you, great. If that's someone that's not you, today we're going to work on just tapping into that a little bit more. And we're going to do that by coming into a lot of twisting. If you're pregnant, please don't do any closed twists. So that means knee towards belly. Try and avoid that. You want to twist the other way if you are pregnant. And just be really gentle with yourself. Give yourself lots of space through your pelvis, so step your feet a bit wider than usual. For everybody else, feel free to modify as you need to. We're working with twists, and we'll be working with some heart openers. Twists because, so in yoga we have energy centers or chakras, and we've got our solar plexus chakra right here, which has a lot to do with our creativity and how we tap into our self-confidence, and of course to be creative. There's an element of confidence involved in that. So enjoy. Get yourself into a nice comfortable seated position and close your eyes. So just turn your palms to face up. Let your fingers softly curl in. Relax the space between your eyebrows and let your shoulders release down. And just begin to notice your breath without needing to change anything. As you breathe in, can you let the breath travel down to the bottom of your lungs just a little bit more than you want to. And then there's a short retention of your breath before you exhale as steadily as you can, bit by bit by bit. Keep breathing like this, maybe finding a little bit more expansion in your lungs each time, or letting your shoulders soften and your face relax. One more breath like this, a full belly breath in. Just a really easy breath out, no force. And it's up to you. You can keep your eyes very softly closed or gently blink them open. As you inhale, reach your arms wide and high above your head, relaxing your shoulders but lifting up through your fingers. As you breathe out, twisting to your right, so from your belly button, starting to rotate. Take your left hand to your right knee, right arm behind you. Pause here for an inhale. See if you can grow a little taller. Press your chin in and back. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Let it come from your belly. Keeping chin in line with sternum. Take another breath in. Find a little bit more length. You can always sit up on something if you feel like your spine is rounded. Twisting a little deeper as you breathe out. One more breath here, breathing in. From your belly, rotating as you exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Both arms rise. Just feel the unraveling of your spine. And as you breathe out, twisting to the other side. So let it come from your belly, right hand to left thigh. Left arm behind you, like a kickstand to lengthen your spine. Chin presses in and back, keep in line with your sternum, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, twist a little deeper. So your belly is your center. Breathe in, find length, press down to lift up. And as you breathe out, rotating. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out to twist. Inhale, both arms rise, come back to the center. Just pause there for a moment peak of your inhale. As you exhale, come to all fours. So hands under shoulders, knees come underneath your hips. So you've got that stacking of your joints. And then just have a play around with how you're distributing your weight. So you might want to take a bit more weight to the pads of your fingers, maybe into the tops of your feet. We come to find a neutral spine. So pressing chin in like you're holding a tennis ball under your chin and you don't want it to drop. Lower ribs hug in and up. Your gaze is slightly forward of your fingers. As you breathe in, cow pose, heart pulls forward, shoulders back. Tail rises and just keep your neck nice and long. Exhale, push the floor away and round your spine. Think about every bone of your spine pulling apart from the other. Inhale, heart pulls forward, cow pose. And exhale, cat spine. And just keep moving here with your breath. So eyes closed can be a really nice place to go. You want to really feel and connect to your breath. Get rid of any distractions around you. So move at your own pace. Feel free to linger anywhere that your body needs it. Let your spine be your focus. Take one more cycle. So one more breath in. One more breath out. Come back to a neutral spine here. Walk your hands forward. Keep your hips right above your knees if you can, so you might have a little look back. Hands come forward. For those of us with a tighter chest, maybe this is as far as we go, and then just relax your head. We're trying to get our chest to melt down towards the floor. This is called Anahatasana or heart melting pose. And if you can imagine a hot stone between your shoulders, just gently drawing you down, or the heel of someone's hand between your shoulders, gently pressing down. If you're nice and open through your chest, you're welcome to bring your chin forward, but just be mindful of your neck. Even if you can do that, doesn't mean it will be comfortable for all of us. So forehead to floor, maybe a rolled up towel, block, or pillow. Take a full breath in, keep pulling your shoulders back and down. So it's like you're trying to wrap your shoulder blades around your spine. Exhale, deepen. Keep the hips nice and high. So bum up, head down. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, drop your forearms down if they're lifted. Look forward and slither all the way onto your belly. Lengthening out through the legs. We come to Sphinx pose. Forearms are down, elbows under shoulders. Push your bum back towards your heels, so there's a tucking in of your pubic bone. And then from there, elbows traction back, breathe in, heart pulls forward. Stay here for your exhale. Push the tops of the feet into the mat. Take a breath in. And exhale. Take the pads of your fingers down onto the mat. Lift your elbows high. Take an inhale. Modified cobra, heart rises. As you exhale, drop your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder. Feel a bit of a stretch in your chest. Breathe in, heart rises, come back to the center, keep bum towards heels. Exhale, left shoulder down, look over your right shoulder. Move through this with your breath again. So breathing into the center, breathing out to drop. Just be really gentle with yourself here. Breathing, and this should feel nice if you've been sitting a lot, to open your chest. Let's take one more cycle, one more round on each side. So inhaling center. Exhale, drop right shoulder. And there's no range of motion you should be moving through, just work with your body. An appropriate level of discomfort without straining. And as you're ready to breathe in, come back to the center. Pull your heart forward, so go for length. Exhale, release. Place your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press back into a child's pose. Keep your forearms lifted, bum to heels. Take a full breath in. Tuck
Untuck your toes, and as you breathe out, come to downward facing dog. So hips rise, you're making an inverted V shape, upside down V. You want to check that your feet are hip distance apart and your heels are invisible. So if you can see them coming into the center, just turn them back behind your second and third toes. We'll all soften our knees to start. Wrap your armpits in and lift your forearms. Let your head just relax, take a big breath in. Push into your hands a little bit more as you exhale. Keep your hips the highest point of your body. Take a breath in, lift your heels high, look forward. Just take a tiptoe to the top of your mat. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, or keep your legs straight. Halfway lift as you breathe in, hands to shins or floor. Think about moving heart forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, release. Press down into your feet firmly to roll up bone by bone by bone, letting your spine round out, keeping your head very heavy until the last moment. Reaching your arms wide and high above your head. Again, bum pushes down to your heels, soften your knees. Exhale, hands to heart. We move through sun salutation in just one time. Breathe in, reach your arms wide and high. As you breathe out, interlace your hands at your lower back. Use your knuckles to push your bum down. Keep that length in your lower spine, the tuck in of your pubic bone. From there, just your heart that lifts. Pull your shoulders back, so chest to sky. Keep your hands as they are as you exhale, fold forward. Reach knuckles over your head. Palms of hands working towards touching, if not touching already. Rock your body weight forward, take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, hands come down to your lower back first, then they release to the floor. Halfway lift, hands to shins or to floor, so make sure they're touching something. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank pose. So you're welcome to drop your knees down to the mat. You're welcome to stay up on the balls of your feet. We stay here to fire up through the belly. Feel your thumbs and forearms pulling towards each other, upper back calf. Take a deep breath in. Stay for your breath out. Again, knees or toes, breathe in, pull your body weight forward, hug your elbows in, come halfway down and hold. Then we'll all come all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Baby cobra, breathe in, elbows squeeze back, heart pulls forward. Child's pose as you breathe out. Inhale, tuck toes, lift your hips. We come to downward facing dog as you breathe out. Take a full breath in, keep your armpits wrapping in towards your ears, broaden your upper back. Stay as you breathe out. Take your left foot into the center line just a little for balance. Keep your right foot flexed, and from your hip, or from your thigh bone, lift your thigh bone up into your hip socket. So you're hovering your right foot off the mat just a little. Take a big breath in, keep your foot flexed, and just glide it up and back into what we call three-legged dog. Keep pinky toe pointing down. Exhale, bend your knee, bring it in towards your nose, shoulders over your wrists, tightly curled. So it's a little bit stronger than the last practice. And then step your foot between your hands. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes. As you inhale, both arms rise, chest rises, low crescent moon lunge. Keep your bum moving down. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, crown of head lengthens forward, spine lengthens forward. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Push your right thigh as you twist from your belly towards the right. Outer left arm, outer right thigh. And then you can either make a fist, turn this way, you can either make a fist with your right hand and place it into your left, or you can have both hands flat. Elbows stacked is what we're aiming for. Take a full breath in. From the belly, twist a little deeper as you exhale. Now you can stay here or tuck your back toes under for a little bit more fire, lift your back knee, keep pulling your right hip back. Take a breath in. A slow breath out. As you inhale, very gently release. You're welcome to keep your back knee up or place it
both arms rise, crescent lunge. So your back heel is lifted. Pull your front hip back. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, hands frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Knees can be down or up. Breathe in, shoulders pull forward. Hug your elbows in. Halfway down and hold chaturanga. So it's like a little tricep push-up. Then from here, baby cobra or upward facing dog. If you practice regularly, take it there. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale this time, just hover your left foot off the mat. So it's a tiny, tiny hover, using your thigh bone to pull up into the hip socket. From there, as slowly and smoothly as you can, take your left leg to the sky, keep your left pinky toe down and imagine kicking back rather than up. As you breathe out, bend your knee, tiger curl, knee towards your nose, push the floor away and then quietly step your left foot between your hands. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Breathe in, both arms rise. We want to avoid dumping into the lower back, so tuck bum under. Take a full breath in. Hands to heart as you breathe out. Inhale, crown of head reaches forward. It's a full body tilt forward. Take your left hand to your left thigh. Push your left leg away from you as you rotate from the belly, outer right arm, outer left thigh. Again, you can make a fist with your top hand or bring both palms to touch. Take a big breath in. Stay for your exhale, twist a little deeper. Option to stay here or tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee for a bit more fire. Keep pulling your left hip back. Take a big breath in. Stay for your exhale, maybe twist a little more. Inhale, both arms rise, crescent lunge, back knee can come down, or maybe it just softens to tuck the tail under. Full breath in. Exhale, both hands frame front foot. Step back, plank pose. You can always skip this and go straight to down dog. Otherwise, we move through a vinyasa. Inhale, shoulders forward, hug elbows in. Come halfway down and hold. Upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. As you breathe in, lift both of your heels high, forward, and just take a walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And as you exhale, fold. Bend your knees lots. Take your feet hip distance apart. First two fingers, so your peace fingers and your thumbs, wrap them around your big toes so that your inner wrists facing towards each other. Bend your knees as much as you need to for this to happen, and then just let your elbows pull out, your head hang heavy. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, using your arms to encourage bum to sky, crown to ground, so folding a little deeper. One more big breath in here. Stay as you breathe out. Release the grip, breathe in, take a halfway lift, fingers to floor or shins. As you breathe out, release. Press down to roll up, take it super slow, bone by bone by bone. Arms go wide and high. And hands to hips as we breathe out. So we'll come into a little bit of a twisting balance. Place your weight into your right foot and bring your left knee to your chest. And then from here, fix your gaze on something that's not moving. Notice if you've lifted your left hip. Drop it down, use your belly to lift your left thigh a little higher. From there, keep your gaze steady, keep your belly engaged and squeeze your bum, especially the side of your glutes. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you reach your left arm back. And then keeping your balance as best you can, shifting your gaze over to the left, twisting from your belly, using your back arm to help. If you can keep your spine long, and only if you can keep your spine long, you can take a hold of the outer edge of your left foot with your right hand. But it's not going to enhance the pose if your back rounds. Take an inhale, come back to center, both arms rise. And exhale, place both feet down onto the mat. Palms face forward alongside your body and close your eyes. Try and avoid movement here. Just let yourself be still, both feet grounding. Deep breath in. And slow breath out. Gently blink your eyes open. Place your hands back onto your hips. Ground down this time through your left foot. And then take your time. Fix your gaze, engage your belly and your bum, and bring your right knee to chest. Again, drop your right hip down. Lift your right thigh up towards your chest using your belly. So say if this is enough, otherwise left hand outside of right knee or thigh. Right arm reaches behind you. From your belly, start to twist and take your gaze with you. So take it slow. Breathing in. Breathing out, option to straighten the leg if you like, but remember, if your spine rounds, it's a takeaway, not an add-on. Take a breath in. And exhale, come back to the center, both arms rise, lift your leg a little higher. And then place it down onto the mat. Again, palms alongside your body. Palms forward, close your eyes. In stillness, take a breath in. And a slow breath out. Inhale, arms rise. You can keep your eyes closed if you like. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Halfway lift as you breathe in. As you exhale, fold it in. And then just bend your knees. And take a seat. Just extend your right leg out long. Your left foot's going to come up and over. So you can stay here, make sure that you're flexing into your right foot. If it feels more comfortable for you, you can bring your right foot towards your left hip. So either one, whatever's more comfortable. And here is where you might need to maybe sit on something to lengthen your lower back if you're feeling a bit rounded. You're going to take your left arm behind you. Breathe in, right arm rises. Exhale from your belly, twist towards the left. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. And exhale, push right arm against left leg. Again, we're twisting from the belly, keep chin in line with sternum. So let the twist come from your belly. If you feel like it's going to be nice and freeing for your neck, you can look over your back shoulder, but keep the twist coming from your belly button. Take a breath in. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in, come back to the center. If you've got your right leg bent like mine, just extend it. Extend your left leg, and now we switch sides. So right foot comes up and over. If you're like me, this can be a little bit difficult. So it could be hip flexibility, could be anything. Just do your best. You can keep your left leg straight or bring your left foot towards your right hip, whatever's more comfortable. Take your right arm behind you, breathe in, left arm to sky. And exhale from belly button, rotate, release arm. Breathe in, push down to lift up, find the length. And exhale, deepen the twist. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, come back to the center. Extend both legs out nice and long now. If you're tight in your lower back, you can soften your knees or roll a towel and place it underneath your knees. Flex your feet, squeeze your legs together. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, reach as far forward as you can. So crown to top corner of the ceiling. Then release
release your hands down, let everything soften, except your feet, keep them flexed. Breathing in. Breathing out, finding a little bit more length in your spine. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathe in, roll yourself on up to sit. And you can use your hands for assistance to come onto your back. Or just make sure you've got enough mat space behind you. Reach your arms forward. We'll work our core a little bit on the way down. So holding out through the belly, hug your belly in, keep reaching arms forward. Come down bone by bone by bone. Once you come all the way down, if you feel like you need any last little bits of movement, maybe a happy baby, so taking knees towards your armpits, holding your hamstrings or soles of feet, pressing tailbone down, and opening through the hips. Maybe you can take that. If you practice regularly and shoulder stand is in your practice, take that. You've got about 5 or so breaths to do whatever it is you need to do. Otherwise, it's Shavasana from now. So your corpse pose. Just letting your feet fall out, snuggling your shoulders under. Turning your palms to face up and sliding your chin in and down. If you feel like it's going to help you connect a little bit better with yourself and everything that you've just done, you can place one hand to belly, one hand to heart, or maybe both hands just underneath. So just underneath your heart and above your belly button in the space where our solar plexus is. And breathe into that space. Just letting your entire body be carried by the floor. And aiming to detach from any expectations that you might have for this very moment or for what's to come after your practice. You can stay here for as long as you like. When you're ready, you can get back up and go about your day. Taking your time here. And again, just releasing expectation, letting yourself feel however you feel. When you're ready, moving back into your life. I'm going to leave you guys here. Enjoy the rest of your Shavasana or the rest of your day if you've come out of your Shavasana. It was lovely to practice with you again, guys. Namaste. Thank you.